Kanye has had a rough few months, but did you know that he's lost around $2 billion in just one day recently? Something huge may be about to happen soon. Kanye may be going bankrupt. The star says he took a huge financial hit after his lucrative tie-up with Adidas ended following an outcry over anti-Semitic comments. He's now lost almost all the major endorsements he once had, leaving him with no active source of income, and with his spending habits, he may soon find himself in a huge financial pickle, much like Amber Heard's fall from grace. Kanye West has claimed he lost $2 billion in a single day as companies have continued to sever ties with the rapper following his anti-Semitic remarks. The rapper 45 returned to Instagram on Thursday after his account was restricted earlier this month following his series of shocking posts. Discussing the backlash, West, known legally as Ye, insisted that money is not who I am, as he penned a love letter to Hollywood super agent Ari Emanuel, who called for West to be dropped by all major brands. In a post captioned love speech, he penned, "Ari Emanuel, I lost $2 billion in one day and I'm still alive. This is love speech. I still love you. God still loves you. The money is not who I am. The people is who I am." In an op-ed for the Financial Times Endeavor, co-CEO Emanuel wrote that there should be no tolerance anywhere for West's anti-Semitism, and encouraged brands to full stop cease partnering and working with the designer. Apple and Spotify, which host West Music, whoever organizes West tours, and Adidas, which collaborates with West on his fashion line, should all stop working with him, wrote Emanuel, essentially calling for a blacklisting. "Silence is dangerous," Emanuel continued. "It allows forms of hatred and racism, including anti-Semitism, to spread and become normalized. It coarsens and degrades our society and country." Emanuel, himself Jewish, is widely considered to be one of the most powerful men in the entertainment industry. West has repeatedly blamed the Jewish media and Jewish community in the music industry for toying with him. West poked fun at the backlash on Thursday as he posted a fake news headline that read, "Ye has reportedly cut ties with Kanye West," adding in the caption, "Had to cut ties, bro." If we break down Kanye's net worth, we can see how precarious things are for him right now. Forbes estimated that Kanye's net worth is around $2 billion, while Daily Mail breaking down his individual deals, he had a deal worth more than $1.5 billion with Adidas alone. West's deal with Adidas was the crowning jewel of his fortune, with sales climbing to $1.7 billion in 2020, earning him $191 million in royalties. Forbes estimates that Yeezy business with Adidas is worth $1.5 billion, and the company confirmed that they're likely to lose up to $250 million of their net income in 2022 as a result of the split. His Gap collection was estimated around $970 million when the deal was announced in 2021, but he has since terminated his work with the retailer. Initial products sold out in 2021 after being announced in June 2020 in a partnership that was expected to last for 10 years, but was cut short by West. Gap was also a part of the deal between Yeezy and Balenciaga, with estimates claiming that they would bring in $1 billion in projected sales. West, who divorced Kim Kardashian in 2020, remains a partner in Skims, but it is unclear how much he earns from that. He previously ranted about owning 5% of the business, which is estimated at $3.2 billion net worth. If that's the case, he would have $160 million stakes in the company. He's sold over 140 million albums worldwide, and documents seen by Forbes show that his own recorded music and publishing rights are worth less than $90 million. Between mortgages, advances, and other liabilities, Forbes says West owes about $100 million. If we combine all of that, you can see Yee's net worth of $2 billion was mainly dependent on his brand deals and endorsements, all of which were terminated right now. That means that he has no other big source of income, but given the kind of life he lives and how careless he is with his money, it won't be long before he loses all the money he has left. Whether that's locked up in liquid assets in the bank or real estate or stocks. Yeezy may soon find himself filing for bankruptcy at this rate and may have to turn to Kim and his other friends for help. Meanwhile, West's empire has continued to crumble around his anti-Semitic behavior, which has included repeated claims of Jewish people in the media conspiring against him, and Planned Parenthood controlling black populations through genocidal abortions. Last week, Adidas dropped his Yeezy shoe line, a deal which was worth $1.5 billion, with Gap, Foot Locker, TJ Maxx, and Balenciaga all following suit and cutting ties with the rapper. The rapper was embarrassingly escorted out of Skechers headquarters on Wednesday after showing up unannounced to pitch his Yeezy brand a day after being dropped by Adidas and having his songs banned by Peloton. Skechers representatives said in a statement, considering Yee was engaged in unauthorized filming, 2 Skechers executives escorted him and his party from the building after a brief conversation. Skechers is not considering and has no intention of working with West. We condemn his recent divisive remarks and do not tolerate anti-Semitism or any other form of hate speech. The company would like to again stress that West showed up unannounced and uninvited to Skechers' corporate offices. West may have faced additional opposition if he had gotten a pre-approved sit-down meeting with Skechers executives, as the CEO Robert Greenberg and current president Michael Greenberg are both Jewish. The rapper's removal from the shoes brand's office came mere hours after Adidas announced that it will continue to sell Yeezy products while removing the rapper's moniker. Management said that they will sell the items under their own brand at the beginning of 2023, according to analysts. Adidas broke off their deal with Yee on Tuesday after pressure from fans over the rapper and designer's recent anti-Semitic comments. It ended the lucrative partnership, which included royalty payments and other fees.
The thing about it being Adidas is like, I could literally say anti-Semitic shit and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what?
Since other similar remarks across social media, including a tweet declaring he would go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people, Yee has lost a string of high-profile partnerships. Footwear retailer Foot Locker said they would not be supporting any future Yeezy product drops, and we've instructed our retail operators to pull any existing product from our shelves and digital sites. Even auction house Christie's, which was handling the private sale of a rare Nike Air Yeezy 1 prototype worn by West at the 2008 Grammys, is no longer proceeding with the sales. The termination of the Adidas deal has knocked Yee out of the billionaire's ranks, according to the wealth tracker Forbes. Yee is now worth a comparative paltry sum of $400 million, which Forbes estimates comes from real estate, cash, his music catalog, and a 5% stake in his ex-wife Kim Kardashian's shapewear firm, Skims. But as corporations around the world break the deals off with Yee, music streaming service Spotify said it would not remove the rapper's music unless his label requested it. Recent anti-Semitic remarks made by the rapper are just awful comments and would have warranted removal from Spotify for violating its policies if they had been on a podcast or recording, Spotify chief Daniel Ek said. However, music from the artist now known as Yee does not violate anti-hate policies and say any anti-Semitic comments he's made cannot be found on the music streaming platform. It's really just his music, and his music doesn't violate our policy, said Ek, adding, it's up to his label if they want to take action or not. It emerged on Monday that the rapper was dropped by Camila Vasquez, the attorney who defended Johnny Depp in the Amber Heard defamation trial, as well as top talent agency CAA. A source for the New York Post claimed after Yee doubled down on anti-Semitic comments this weekend, Camila dropped him. The firm still wanted to make it work, but on the condition he retract. He didn't, so he fired them. CAA has cut ties with Yee at some point in the past month, according to the LA Times, after he made the anti-Semitic remarks. Meanwhile, production studio MRC also announced on Monday they are shelving a documentary they made about the rapper. MRC studio executives Modi Weitzik, Asif Sachu, and Scott Tenley announced in a memo on Monday, "We cannot support any content that amplifies his platform." On Monday, Yee seemingly doubled down on anti-Semitic rhetoric in a 2-hour and 26-minute interview with the podcast host Lex Friedman, a Russian-American computer scientist who is also Jewish. Yee blamed Jewish people for his mental health problems and claimed Jews controlled the media.
We're still in the Holocaust. A Jewish friend of mine said, go visit the Holocaust Museum. And my response was, let's visit our Holocaust Museum, Planned Parenthood. 50% of Black deaths a year is actually abortion.
Not racism. That's too wide of a term. It's genocide and population control that Black people are in today in America. And that is prompted by the music and the media that Black people make, that Jewish record labels get paid off. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again with more updates on everything. Goodbye!